Hi, I'm Dave. Hey, I'm Dave Bazuki, CEO and founder at Roblox, and you're listening to Tech Talks, where we dive into everything Roblox. Today, we have an amazing program. We have Nick Torno, SVP Engineering for Creator Tooling and Engine on Roblox. And at the same time, we have one of our top creators, Jandel, who was behind the hit experience Grow a Garden on Roblox that has continued to just hit all-time records, not just for Roblox, but for literally concurrent users on any game ever created. And so this is going to be really special. And we're going to really dive into the future of Roblox's engine, technology, scaling, how to build games, and everything in between. So first, would like to welcome everyone. First, Nick, great to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be on this podcast with you.
Okay, and Jandel, probably coming from 12 hours away across the ocean. Welcome as well.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. I'm actually super excited too.
Okay, so just a little warm up, Nick. You've been at other companies involved in technology. Could you give just a quick background on where you were before Roblox and what got you interested in gaming technology?
Sure. I mean, I've been a engineer since I was a child. I actually got into programming by building games back in high school. It was just such a wonderful on-ramp to building stuff that other people could play with and have fun with. And I got such a kick out of seeing people playing my games and having fun with it. Went into a variety of engineering roles out of college. Um, didn't get into gaming until sort of the middle of my career and joined this tiny startup called Zynga, which was building games for social media companies at the time. Ended up spending more than 10 years there, over 5 of which as the CTO, helping that company pivot to mobile. After Zynga, I went to Twitter and ran infrastructure and platform at Twitter for about 4 years. And then I made the transition to Roblox about 3 years ago, which is really sort of bringing those two things together, the infrastructure, the scale, and the game platform creation that is Roblox.
And arguably, when you were at Twitter and now X, probably a pretty good lens on the power of social and community as well. I went straight to the question, Nick, of trying to guess when you were in high school, what language you were using to make your games. Top candidates would be C++, Assembly, Basic, Pascal, Logo, or others. Where were you?
I was programming in Turbo Pascal, so you got it.
Okay. So the first version of interactive physics that we worked on was in Pascal as well. Turbo Pascal was a high performance Pascal compiler, I think from Borland in Scotts Valley, if you can remember way back to, I think, Philippe back then. Okay, and then so Jandel, how many games have you dabbled with or played with on Roblox, if I could ask, before Grow a Garden?
Yeah, I mean, so I played a lot of games. I think probably more than anyone on Roblox. I probably play every game that comes out. that gets above 10 million plays. I kind of make it my mission. And I've been creating games on Roblox now for like 7 years. So I think, our company's created probably 30 titles and probably 28 of those suck. And then we've purchased and acquired or partnered with 20 other titles and help kind of implement live service and features into those games. So yeah, it's just a lot of like a lot of work and a lot of different games on the platform. Yeah.
So the tenacity is a great example for young people around the world, really. And there's been books written around 10,000 hours and other things. So first off, just want to highlight your level of tenacity here. The other thing I want to highlight is behind the scenes. I know Grow a Garden was in its rough form when you found it and acquired it. And without sharing the terms of the deal, I do want to highlight that it felt really like a win-win for you and the creator. So there's a lot of good karma around that. So for those in the audience, obviously the game is about growing a garden, but could we go a layer below that and really like how do you grow your garden and why do people keep playing it all the time?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, like you said, like the core loop of the game is just like buying seeds and planting them. But I think one of the main drivers is like this whole like grow offline mechanic. So people can plant a seed, they can leave, they can come back 2 hours later, 30 minutes, 24 hours, and their garden has grown and it's progressed. And that sort of like persistence and kind of live feel kind of makes it feel alive is like I think why the game's done so well.
Well, but it's fun, right? You can come back a day later and your garden has grown.
Yeah, and to that point, like one of the real design pillars of the game is we don't actually want to demand a lot from people. Like I intentionally designed the updates each week where, like most of the players can actually achieve the, final objective or the chase goal. But like an interesting part of Grow a Garden is that if you miss a week, like I don't want you to really get left behind. You could just join the next week and keep playing. And I think that's actually like a real unique pillar of what Grow a Garden is. Yeah.
So that's a great pillar in a way, reducing the stress, which you call grinding, just to make it almost welcoming to come back after 2 weeks if you
Yeah.
want. A couple other fun things, maybe for the viewing audience. Some of the older listeners may have been on Facebook in the very early days of social gaming with Zynga, where Nick worked. And there were some asynchronous games back then that didn't have as many people. One called Farmville. Is there any connection, do you think, to any of those ideas?
But it's super funny. Like, obviously, we partnered with the original creator, and he's quite young. He's 16. And when I first reached out to him, I was like, "Yo, like you've been inspired by Farmville," and he actually replied with like, "What's that?" And it was like mind blowing to me because that was like one of the biggest things in when I was around his age. Like, I loved Farmville. So yeah, there's definitely been some inspirations from my design, but the original creator didn't even know what the game was, which is like hilarious to think.
That
Yeah.
almost sounds like simultaneous evolution, where there's a fish in one lake that evolved in a certain shape, and then we go to another continent, we find without any connection a fish that evolved this same way. And then finally, Jandel, I want to just highlight something that a lot of people miss on a platform like Roblox, where last weekend we hit over 45 million concurrent users. There's something really satisfying about in the traditional gaming market, thinking one of the top experiences on Roblox is about growing a garden. No one would have ever predicted that 3 years ago if they looked at just what typical games are about. So thanks for that as well.
Yeah, it's super awesome. I think as well. Like it's kind of a testament. Like on the weekends, right? Like people make it a whole family thing. Like I see all these TikToks of like mums, dads, kids, like all like coming and attending the events, and they'll say like, "Oh, we missed soccer this week because we wanted to go to Grow a Garden." I think it's pretty funny. So yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I will highlight when I was growing up, Saturday morning was about watching TV for 3 hours. Arguably, that's the new event for Saturday mornings. Okay, so let's take a big step back, and then I'm going to plop a big fun question. So first, Nick, let's talk about creator engineering and the engine engineering org, and like, what's the big mandate? What are you trying to build, and how does it fit into what we're trying to do at Roblox?
Sure. I mean, we believe in the creation of anything, anywhere by anyone. And what this means is if you can imagine something, you should be able to build it. on Roblox and sort of share that with the world. It's a really challenging mission, but at the same time, it's full of energy. When you think of someone like Jandel, with the ideas he has, I don't know how you come up with those ideas every week, but we want Jandel and creators all over the world to just be able to have those ideas and then just share them with the world Saturday morning or whenever they choose, and try to take care of as much of the basic blocking and tackling and the scaling of the infrastructure as we can, such that Jandel can get right back to work on what's up for next week.
Now, I want to highlight how difficult the creator and engine technology, as well as infra AI and many other groups, have it at Roblox. If we look at video right now, we've got 4K, we've got great cameras, we've got great displays, and we can look back maybe 100 years or more to black and white silent, movies on film to where we've gotten. And in a way, video seems like a bit of a solved technology. If you get a camera, you can shoot outside, you can shoot animation. I think gaming and 3D immersion is exactly the opposite. In a way, it's almost as if we are still in the film era, with a lot of work ahead of us. And Nick, sometimes we riff about the spec, which is 100,000 plus concurrent players in a stadium, photorealism with the addition of AI, the ability to dynamically change the whole world at the same time. How long out do you think it'll be before we can build that spec?
Well, it'll be a while. I think what's really exciting to me is that the Roblox architecture, the decisions that we've made, and the areas of investment we have, we believe will scale to that future. Certainly can't comment on the timing of when that will all happen, but we see how, with continued investment in our LOD system, allowing really rich games to run even on really weak devices, continued investment in our cloud infrastructure to bring larger and larger worlds to bear, and more investment in our networking that we can have more and more people playing together. All these things, and of course the safety component of that too, right? So that all these people can play together safely. We do see a path to that future.
Okay, and now a kind of an out of the box teaser for Jandel. Jandel, if you could imagine, and this doesn't have to be an exact answer, but a few areas. If you could imagine you had unlimited technology for Grow a Garden to work however you wanted on any device, either resolution, concurrency, performance, helping you build the game, making the game the same or different, different economics. Is there one area that pops to your head, or are there a bunch of areas like I wish I had this?
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you're asking that, like the first thing that came to mind is like imagine on a Saturday if everyone could be in the same like instance. Last week we were like all dressed up as green beans, so everyone's character was green. I just think how legendary that would be if there was 20 million green beans like running around a map, seeing the event. And like, I mean, being a part of that would just feel like amazing as well. Like you think about like massive concerts, like that one in the UK, what's it called? Can't remember. Where like a million people turned up. I think it was actually
Yeah.
um,
So yeah, I love hearing this because there's a lot of debate about scale, and some people would say, 20 or 100 players is more than enough for any game. The other attitude is no. If you could do a million concurrent at Sumans, there would be a market for that. It sounds like you're kind of leaning that way as well, if we could do that.
yeah, I think it'd be super fun. Like it'd be iconic, like yeah, it'd be awesome.
Okay, so if you had to imagine a 20 million concurrent players single landscape Grow a Garden, would you imagine like flying into a continent, having people's plots all over the place? Would you need teleports and spaceships to go check out the plots? Like how would that feel? Or would it be a giant grid of 1 million by 1 million garden plots and you could just walk down the aisles?
It'd be pretty cool. Like maybe you could have like a boat. You could just like it would be like maybe I'd have like oceans and there'd be islands of like 6 players and you could just keep traveling. I like think about, yeah, it'd be like you'd be like exploring, like you'd be like exploring a world, you know, how cool that would be. I'd
A
love that.
world of 20 million gardens, which would be 5 million by 4 million gardens on a grid. That's a lot of gardens, bumping into people. And then would you, obviously we'd want 4K. Obviously, would you adjust your style at all? Would you stay like we are, a little primitive, or would you go more kind of animated in a way, or stick with it?
I think like like Grow a Garden, like I think is like one of the iconic parts of it is that it's kind of a callback to original Roblox. So I
Yeah.
think Grow a Garden's use case, no, but I've made high fidelity games and I think they're really cool, you know. So it's not a one size shoe fits all.
Okay, cool. So let's jump into a couple questions behind the scenes. And first we'll talk about scale. So Nick and I and others have kind of said that there's some advantages between having game engine, game technology, game cloud, game tooling all very tightly working together. And I feel one of these areas is scale. Did can you share a little, Jandel, about the peak concurrency you hit on Grow a Garden? And then also, I'm curious if you expected that to be possible, or did you think Roblox would blow up when you hit that number?
Well, I can definitely tell you I didn't think it was possible. I can remember when the game first hit 2 million players, and I was like, oh, damn, is the website going to crash? And then a month later, the website's at 22 million. So, yeah, the answer is definitely no. And yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
As we've been hitting these higher concurrency numbers, there is a lot going on behind the scenes. We're obviously balancing our bare metal kind of standard level of compute with burst mode. Could you share a bit about the scaling behind the scenes, server replication, load balancing, other things that we're doing to handle this?
Yeah, of course. I mean, so we try at Roblox to anticipate the scaling that we'll need for this platform. And so there's a lot of work that happens behind the scenes just on an ongoing basis about how fast are we growing? What do we think we'll need for the summer, for the fall, for the winter? And at the same time, we know that our platform is explosive, that new content can emerge on the platform and go from nothing to one of the largest games ever in a pretty short period of time. So we had been investing in this cloud bursting capability well ahead of this year. And kind of just in the nick of time, honestly, we saw this phenomenon growing with Grow a Garden that was really popping way above our projections, our carefully calculated projections, and we're like, we got to get this cloud bursting tech live. And a lot of heroics behind the scenes to essentially bring up new edge. We call them edge locations. We have edge locations all over the world, but they were all full. The whole whole world was full, and so we brought up new edge locations in the cloud that allowed us to continue to scale to support these new Grow Garden peaks. And then as we did that, as more and more players were able to actually play the game, then we started having loading problems on our core data centers, which is where all these things kind of call back to do, some certain basic operations. And so I can tell you, every Saturday morning, um, oftentimes even into the later parts of the day, because there's a lot of, you always keep us on our toes. There's a lot of activity at Roblox taking care of all this stuff. Again, we love to do it because it means that our creators can focus on, making the next version of their game.
Yeah, and a couple comments. We'll talk about live ops. But for the viewing public out there on a Saturday morning, if you ever seen the movie Apollo 13, where mission control is propulsion, guidance check, navigation check, it's literally the same thing. Compute check, networking check, persistence check. So it is kind of it's a fun thing. Back to Jendel, part of making our life challenging is burst mode. And traditionally, many games on Roblox have had steady state traffic. You've started to burst. You have events on Saturdays at a specific time. Was this your thought from the start, or did this evolve as you got into the Grow a Garden phenomena?
Yeah, so we actually, when you guys released messaging service, I think back in 2021, like the first thing I did was design like a global chat feature and do live events in my game Wacky Wizards. And I kind of saw like the essence of like how effective it was. And I remember saying to our company, like when we get a game with good retention, like it's gonna go bananas, you know. So I think it was like a little bit pre-planned, and yeah, I guess the application into Grow a Garden and how successful it was shocking, but yeah, it was awesome.
We would like to make a native system where your avatar can show up and be in every place at the same time and interact with everyone and possibly even talk with all of them. Having you and Travis in a real-time avatar, communication in every instance of Grow Garden, I think would blow people's minds.
I'd love that. Yeah, please bring that.
So hey, I want to just talk a little about developer tooling and supporting teams. Nick, one of the things we are working more and more on is that Roblox Studio, which is the environment where people create stuff on Roblox, really works like I think a lot of the tooling younger people are used to. Older people are used to Excel and Word standalone. Younger people were used to Sheets and Docs, multiplayer, real-time collaboration. Can you share a little of what the complexity is behind making Studio really a real-time collaboration tool?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think you think about the real world, and we take so much inspiration from the real world across Roblox. But you think about the real world, people work in parallel. I work on certain things, you work on other things at the same time. And that works because we're in different spaces, and that's kind of what we hope and what we invest in that allows large teams to build on Roblox, where a single world, you can have multiple creators active at the same time, maybe creating some 3D objects. Maybe someone else is working on textures or what's in the sky, and someone else is working on some code, some behaviors. There's a lot of challenges inherent in this in terms of what if we start editing the same thing. And so we take more inspiration from something like a Google Docs, to hark back to your analogy with, Microsoft Word or whatnot, in which you can sort of see live updates from your collaborator. So for instance, in Studio, if you're editing code, it is essentially a Google Docs like experience, and you can kind of like correct what your partner's doing in real time. And that's sort of directionally where we see all creation happening on Roblox over time, including 3D objects.
Now, before we jump to Jandel and talk about a specific situation, there's a really interesting byproduct of moving to a real-time multiplayer cloud-connected development environment, and that is scale as well. And just as we talked about 100,000 players, when we imagine working on a game or experience where it's happening in something like the state of California, it's really impossible to load the state of California in a 3D world on a PC, but it's not inconceivable where 100 developers with a cloud connected, 3D studio could work on the state of California all together. Okay, Jandel, so for you, we know you have, not thousands of developers. You've gotten a lot done with we think still under 100 developers or engineers. Could you just give us a little hint about how you work? And just as I asked in the fantasy for Grow a Garden, is there some area we could do more or better on our developer tooling for you?
It's funny, like I think one of the like mantras of our company is I really, really care about velocity of development. And ironically enough, I think like Roblox native tools are the fastest tools to use. we actually don't use like external IDEs or many third-party tools at all because like all I care about is just the speed of how fast we can get a feature shipped. And it's super ironic. Like I think we're now like 30 engineers like on Grower Garden. When we had 10 engineers, like I didn't even have drafts enabled because when someone had a bug, like I wanted the rest of the team to be on them to fix it. But obviously once we've got to 30 people, we can't have like a million bugs blocking the whole team. So we've enabled drafts. But yeah, I think Roblox Studio tools like work really well for how quickly you have to develop on Roblox.
Well, you're so kind. Obviously, there's a lot of small little things that you're not sharing right now, and we appreciate that. We
Well,
are,
I
yeah.
will add, sorry to interrupt. We actually have built some plugins that like will automatically like check commits and like add them into a Git repo. So we still have a lot of the external tooling, but like I don't have anyone else use that except for like our CTOs or like engine leads or sorry, team leads to kind of review people's work. But yeah, we don't have like half the company using it.
There's a bit of a metaphor in that if the tooling is fast enough and vertically integrated enough, rather than a complex work stream, you can just go and fix something. And it's a little akin to, I feel, pick a shopping product like Amazon. Those have gotten efficient enough now, for me at least, rather than keeping a list of things I need to go purchase, I purchase on the spot and just fix it or purchase it immediately. And so there's a lot less cognitive overhead. And I hope we're working in that direction for you as well. Okay, so another thing that's really big, and Nick, maybe you can comment on this, is this quest for photorealism and higher fidelity. In the traditional gaming space, games are looking more and more beautiful. They're ginormous. They can be hundreds and hundreds of megabytes of downloads and into the gigabytes and a lot of assets. And we've given you and many of the teams the goal of doing three things at the same time. Beautiful looking games with super high resolution, uh, having the same experience run on 2 gig RAM Android, and joining the experience instantly rather than downloading. Like, how is this possible?
Yeah. Um, well, I mean, I think you start to piece it apart. You look at traditional gaming engines, as you said, they craft the highest fidelity version. You got to pick your platform because that's part of that, right? Like with the assets you build, the type of game you craft, you're like, well, I better pick my platform. Do I want this to be on PCs and just have to be super high-end PCs with GPUs that are capable of it? And then you have to build the assets that kind of like jive with that platform choice. You got to bundle it all. You got to ship all that stuff together as a big giant download. That's kind of the traditional gaming approach to this. But you piece that apart and you say, well, why on each of those different things? Like, what would it look like to not have to pick your platform? What would it look like to not have to craft your assets specifically for that platform? What would it look like? Is it possible for there to be a game platform in which you simply create? You simply create, and we make it work on any platform. We use LOD systems, which could be down-resing or up-resing of those assets to target that platform. And what if we streamed all of the content to the device? So there was no download. You would just join and we would go, oh, you're on a low-end Android device. Let's start getting you the right assets for that. Or you're on a high-end PC. Let's start getting you the assets for that. And I mean, I think this set of decisions that have been made as relates to the Roblox platform really do open the aperture for this sort of thing to continue, in which if you're on a very high-end gaming PC and there's people that have that, the Roblox engine should just flex up into that. And that would be the lighting system, that would be the assets, there would just be more resources. And we have this notion of essentially saturating the device, whatever the device is, can we just blow it out to all the corners? to give you the most compelling and immersive experience possible on that device. And Roblox is kind of trying to make that happen so the creator again can just focus on the creative vision.
Yeah, it reminds me a little that before the iPhone shipped, there were desktop websites and there were completely different websites, if you can believe it, like a mobile smartphone website, and they were not unified. And there was a vision with the pinch and zoom on the iPhone that the exact same website could be mobile and desktop. Now we already asked Jandel, like if we could get the photorealism and super high res on all devices instantly join, whether you would redesign Grow a Garden. And I think the question is, if we did have this, is it a Grow a Garden redesign, or do you start thinking about complementary games that you'd like to build at the same time?
Yeah, I think it'd be complementary games. Like I view gaming as kind of an artistic expression, and I think photorealism is part of that. Like there's probably 10 games off the top of my head that I'd love to make if I could build something photorealistic. So it'd definitely be a feature I use for sure.
Yeah, we sometimes people ask what's harder, cell shading, cartoon shading, Pixar style photorealism. I think we all feel photorealism is the hardest, and then you can downsample from that. Hey Nick, another thing that we've seen develop over time is as the scale of experiences have grown on Roblox in true platform form, we want to give creators as much so they can operate as autonomously as possible when they want. And then at the same time, we provide by default moderation, safety, filtering, economy, all of that. Can you share a bit of how we've expanded the tooling so you can imagine creators doing some of that themselves in the way they want to?
Well, I mean, I think at Roblox, we try to focus on the core primitives that creators can build upon, almost like a minimal platform, but to try to get as much of the toil or as much of the work that maybe isn't about the creative vision behind our APIs. And so we're sort of constantly traversing. What does it take? Building a game is very hard. You got to think of these game ideas. You got to implement the art. You got to implement the code. It's got to be joyful to play. You've got to run it, scale it, acquire users. There's a lot to work on. And so we just look at everything that game creators have to do, and we look for what are the parts of this that we can put behind a minimal platform that don't restrict the creative freedom, right? And that's where the rub is, right? It's easy to make some APIs, some platform abstractions where you're kind of narrowing the type of content that can be built. How can we make it as sort of like wide and open and allow our creators to do like crazy stuff, as you mentioned, like who would have thought the biggest game on the platform would be about growing a garden, but that's delightful, right? Like that's success for us with our APIs is that we haven't made any decisions that constrain this to traditional gaming. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, Jandel, in your case, I'm wondering if you even realized what you were doing with Grow a Garden, in that it's not, on some kind of edgy kind of social construct. It's everyone's growing stuff together. It's, as you said, you're not trying to use hacks to get more engagement. It's actually fun to come back in 2 weeks, and you're not under pressure to come back every day. Were you thinking about that, or is that just a byproduct of your learning and attempt to create something delightful?
I would actually call back to the original creator. I think it's one of the things that he thought about with the game. I think back to one of our early updates. I created a sprinkler, and the original creator came to me. He's like, "Why can't I place this on other people's farms?" And I was like, "Oh, because I just thought you'd invested in it, so you'd place it on your own farm." He's like, "No, I want people to be able to help each other." So it is actually something we think about in the game. Even something as simple as placing a sprinkler on someone else's garden is like super cool. And and players do it. And one of the things that people give feedback on is they play Grow a Garden, and the first thing that happens is like an experienced player comes up and gives them a super expensive fruit and helps them out. And that's like one of the biggest parts of the game, I think. We really love that.
If there's one takeaway from this whole conversation, would be that altruistic notion that helping others has contributed to Grow Garden's success. That would be an amazing takeaway. And I think it's true in a way, right? That's adding to that delight that you've been building. Okay, we're going to now there's a topic that is just so big and broad right now, which is AI, and there's so many layers of this that we're not going to do it justice. Being open sourced on Roost, to our 3D foundational model being open sourced, to 4D inexperienced foundational models where functional objects like cars can be created by talking about them, to a future of really good NPCs. And then I would say what we think is the ultimate spec, which is with those 100,000 concurrent players in a photorealistic world, what we would call real-time dreaming, where Jandel, you or Nick could literally manipulate the world in real time based on prompts and turn the stadium into a medieval battlefield or a spaceport. And a lot of technology is poking on this. We are seeing, in addition to our foundational models, ultimately, there's going to be some unification of LLMs, video, 3D creation, all of this. So it's going to blow our minds. But, and we're going to have client-side rendering, and we're going to have all of this stuff. But right now, today, in our creation pipelines, we're just at the vision where AI can really accelerate stuff right now for our creators. Right now, shipping. Nick, could you give a little perspective of what is right now possible and what Roblox creators are using?
Yeah. I'll preface this by saying, there's a lot of parts of creation that are super fun. And then there's certain parts of creation, unfortunately, that are not as fun. Getting your new idea out into studio is fun. If you want to, say, very precisely rig and skin and cage an avatar, or you want to make a forest with 10,000 trees on it, those things tend to be less fun. And so we found ways to layer artificial intelligence into studio to sort of make these areas of the creative process, integral parts of the creative process, quite easy. And we put them like next to the more traditional tools, so you can go back and forth between using traditional tools and having fun with that. And then when you have these areas where, oh, I need 10,000 trees, you can ask, for instance, our assistant product, please add 10,000 trees and scatter them randomly across this large field. Or you could say, take this avatar, which I've crafted perhaps in Blender, and bring it in to make it a real Roblox avatar and have that happen in seconds or minutes instead of days or weeks, which is what it's more traditionally been. We also have capabilities in Studio for code generation. Another part of development that might not always be fun is you kind of have this idea, you got to get it down into code. With the assistant and with the code generation capability, you can kind of start typing, and it'll help you like accelerate that process. And of course, we have mesh generation, which you touched upon. That's already live. Where in Assistant you can say, please craft me a 3D object and describe it with a prompt and have that appear in the scene. Every week, every month, we're layering in new capabilities into these products.
Yeah, and just as we just showed at RDC, the interesting that the combination of speech to text, safety filtering of voice or text, LLM as a service with the appropriate guardrails, and then once again, text to speech literally enables anyone to wire together an avatar you can go talk to in Roblox, which is really big. And I want to highlight one other thing you said about Studio. which is almost everything we build for Roblox Studio. We've taken the difficult tact of making that available in game for players as well as in studio. One of my favorite examples is avatars are very complex under the covers. They have fax controls, face rigging, bones, all of that. And having an avatar that can talk is really complicated. Making that, as you said, that auto setup tool available in a game allows literally someone to, carve something out of Play-Doh and turn it into a functional Roblox avatar. So lots of magic coming. Jandel, if you had to imagine, just as we've talked about realism, scale, and tooling on the AI side, what could we give you to help accelerate your creativity if we're not already giving it to you?
Yeah, I mean, I really view AI as sort of augmentative to like what we already do. So, I'm a pretty terrible programmer, so I actually use the code complete all the time because I suck. But maybe some of the more brilliant people at our company, they're okay. And I actually, funny enough, like I use AI in my workflow quite a bit. So I think we kind of welcome it as like an augmentative thing. I don't think if anything comes to mind now that we really, really need, but yeah, that's kind of how I'd put that.
I like the idea of human acceleration rather than human replacement. And we're a little bit in the same vibe as the pre-industrial revolution, where the idea of manufacturing Model Ts on an assembly line everyone was concerned that was going to put out the craftspeople who built each vehicle by hand, one after the other. And that didn't actually pan out. We had new types of jobs. So when you say augmentative, I feel new roles, new exciting jobs rather than human replacement. So I'm optimistic about that as well. And now one other thing as we talk about AI and then creator tooling and fast development is this other note of frequency of creation and updates and experiments and all of that. And there have been I won't name the creators. There have been creators on Roblox who've had experiences run for 6 months without changing it. um, we do the exact opposite in Roblox, whether on the services side, the client side, studio, the engine. I'm pretty sure all of those things are shipping many times a day now, except for stores that we have to kind of stack them up. And that's it's much better, I believe, to be making small iterative, consistent changes. What's your philosophy been really to updates and improving the game and the speed of deployment, Jendel?
Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty brutal look to it, like I don't think that not updating your game on 6 months on the platform should be rewarded. Like, we update weekly and we've been doing that for 3 to 4 years now. I found it super effective. It's really, really engaging for all the users. So yeah, that's sort of our philosophy. Like we love to give kind of smaller updates. Sometimes they're not actually that small and everyone's just stayed up for like 24 hours to finish it. But yeah, we're really big on the weekly content cadence. I kind of view it like how TikTok, everyone releases so many videos on TikTok. You used to have movies that come out every 12 months, but now on TikTok, people make videos every day. Like gaming's heading the same direction.
Well, if you can believe it, in one of our first companies, our updates happened every 9 months, and an update involved printing a CD-ROM and mailing it. So we're in much better position now. And Nick, as far as helping creators rapidly update, rapidly iterate, can you give a bit of color on some of the things we've done and maybe some things we're thinking about?
Yeah, totally. I mean, obviously, Roblox is already a platform made for speed. Um, I always tell people who've never used it before the creator tools that you can just download Studio for free and you can deploy an experience across iOS, Android, Mac, PC, console, VR in less than 30 minutes. And that's just remarkable. I mean, it's crazy to think about. And of course, you can then update it again and push it again. You could do this every 30 minutes. Now, that's one type of speed. That's sort of the serial speed, this ability to push out a new version weekly or whatnot, as Grow a Garden does. Another type of speed that we're investing in is the ability to kind of run experiments. And then you essentially have this parallelism. Of course, you can continue to move serially at pace, but additionally, you can have multiple things happening simultaneously in production within the context of a single experience. And we're accomplishing this with built-in experimentation capabilities in Creator Hub and in Studio. And these will allow you to also control for other factors. And one of the limitations of doing things serially, if you're trying to understand, did this work better or that work better? If you do them serially in time, there's other confounding variables. Whereas if you're able to run an A/B test, you can kind of apply the scientific method, control for those other factors. So we're really excited about what that will do over time for creator velocity.
I want to highlight part of this update and experiment tension is one of the most universal tensions, I think, in product design, game design, art, you name it, which is the tension between intuition, vision, and the creation of things that can never be tested, which are topological advances that just, it's the newest thing and no one ever imagined it, with the tension of iterative A/B testing and tweaking and tuning and all of that. And if either one of those is over-indexed, we get a dystopian effect. And I think, Nick, if you can remember the early days of social gaming,
Yeah.
I do think there was so much faith in the analytics system. You would just kind of throw a splat on the screen and you would hope you would A/B test it and it would turn into something good. I don't know if you remember that time.
Well, I do, and I agree with your characterization. Like you can err on either side. There's so many things, and I think it's an interesting contrast between some of those companies, some of the ways Roblox has been run, which is more vision centric. I think even at Roblox, we do run experiments from time to time. So it's like the right tool for the right job. And we're hoping to bring these additional tools to our creators as well. Hopefully, they'll artfully balance them just as we do.
Yeah, I think this is something where it's both. And the most important thing is a level of self-awareness, whether you're building a game, a piece of art, or a company, where you're using vision and intuition and giant big risk change, and where you are using iterative A/B testing and optimization and how to marry those together. And that takes a good balance. I think, Jandel, I'm curious for you, like, do you do any A/B testing? Because I would love it if you said no and you just said, Grow a Garden is the most popular concurrent game in the world, and it's been purely built on feedback and intuition.
Well, it's really funny actually. So we did maybe when the game was around 500,000 to 1 million players, like we did actually use A/B testing. The ironic thing is the game got so big, there was actually no solutions for us to A/B test anymore. Like the way game analytics was running the test, like the data was just not actually correct. And then to run the queries on the total number of like entries was just too expensive. So we just stopped doing A/B testing, and it actually did become totally intuition based. And it's funny, like we got really, really smart about gathering player feedback and making inferences on that. And I think it's actually, we built like really cool tooling for all of that. And I think it's one of the most amazing things we've done with Grow a Garden is like building out that workflow.
I love hearing that a lot, because I think it's easy to, and once again, in many places it's appropriate to say we're going to A/B test it, but I like not, it's like you're flying without a net. I would say, Nick, I think we would hope to be able to supply an event A/B system for 25 million concurrents over time.
Yeah, absolutely. We should be able to help you out if you so choose, James.
Yeah, if you
Thank God, that'd be awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Janelle, one more thought. We talked a lot about grow a garden. Is there anything you're thinking about or could imagine that would make Nick nervous if you were to implement it?
You don't have to
Well,
answer that question, Jansen.
there's two things. One, I want to turn the server cap up to 6, so there's going to be a lot more gardens in the game. And then secondly, I want to do an even bigger live event with 50 million concurrents. So good luck with that one.
All right, bring it on.
We
Bring it on.
we like those kind of problems. Like in a way, we're getting kind of native, authentic stress testing of the whole platform, and we welcome it. Nick, any final things, what's really coming that's really exciting? Do you have a favorite new thing that we're gonna pop up on the platform?
So one cool thing, which we just announced at RDC, is one of the things about Roblox, it's client server architecture. And as you build on the platform, you actually have to spend a fair amount of time and energy deciding what runs on the client, what runs on the server, and making some trade-offs if you want to have what's called server authority or some sort of truly controlled, safe, competitive experience. We're rolling out capabilities in Roblox to allow creators to much more easily craft server authoritative games in which you'll essentially be able to stop cheating, stop a variety of activities that might happen on in the wild currently. And additionally, we're taking steps or we're exploring ways to make it easier to not have to deal with the client server paradigm, and see if we can handle more of that automatically at the platform level.
Yeah, so two hints there. One is programming an experience like Roblox. Most of us just think of this as a big 3D world and we want to write some code against it. Um, and in a way, hiding the very complexity of what code runs server and client side could be one of our, big inventions. So I'd say stay tuned. And then on server authority, for those out there, if you imagine a banking application and you said whatever you do on your own desktop in your own browser is authoritative, you would have people manipulating their bank balance to $1 trillion on their desktop and say that's authoritative. Obviously, banks don't work that way. And the only thing they really trust is what's happening behind their firewall on the server. So there's a lot of tech in being server authoritative, but making your avatar feel responsive at the same time client side. I think what we showed at RDC is like a really great peek at that. Uh, Jandel, for Gunfight Arena, do you think it would help to have server authority?
Yes. Yeah, I can't say anything other than yes. Yeah, most of our development time is spent on anti-cheat, so please bring it. Yeah.
And I would say we do have the metrics, I think, that overall the millions of people on Roblox are happier when they're playing fairly with other people and when playing in an experience with a lot of people using a lot of technology to get an advantage, it's a little less fun. So great, we're deep into that. So wow, so Jandel, I was really actually excited to hear that with all the tech we're building, and such a big focus on supporting a lot of genres, grow a garden maybe wouldn't change too much, which makes me feel like it's a universal thing, except for maybe a mega scale contiguous world. So that was really satisfying.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Cool. And Nick, thank you for all of the work. Big shout out to everyone working on the Roblox engine, Roblox creator tooling. Just an enormous amount of fastidious work up and down the stack, and appreciate you being here to represent the amazing teams within Roblox.
It was great fun. Thanks for having me.
So Nick and Jandel, thank you so much. This has been an amazing episode of Tech Talks. Looking forward to seeing you all next week. Thanks again. I'm Dave Bazuki.
my back. Now that was an entrance. Anyways, greetings everyone. It is my great honor to welcome all of you to the 2025 Roblox Innovation Awards. Cue music. Oh, what a year. We're so glad you are here. Time to let loose and celebrate everything you've done. So by now you're probably wondering, why not talk instead of sing? Because this is just my thing. Anyways, so about tonight. There are snacks, tasty snacks, hope you're gotta go ahead, I don't wanna know. We have awards, gags and skits, fun surprises, silly bits, but less singing than Broadway hits. So sit back and relax. We've pulled out all the stops, taking everything to the max. Okay, fine. I guess it's time. We really should start the show. So let's welcome someone you all know. All right. Folks, it is time for the one and only Roblox Innovation Awards. But wait, you know, I feel like we can't all possible. I think we've missed him, but let's see. Our hands together one more time for the one, the only, David Baszucki!
Wow, thank you. Welcome, everyone. 4th Annual Roblox Innovation Awards. Welcome. Woo! Every year gets better. This has been an amazing year. We have so much to celebrate with. Then J Party. J Party, let's get it started.
All right. Hey. Bet you didn't see this bit coming again. All right. Whoa now. All right. Well, hey. How y'all doing? I'll take a little woo-woo. Anyway, welcome again. Awards, you are in the correct building. The best breakout session of all. And this year, we learned something really important about ourselves. You see, Roblox isn't just a player in the games industry anymore. It's our world, and everyone else is just living it. Over 45 million people online at once. That's more than a community. It's a small country. Actually, it's a big country with better traffic. We hosted million-dollar tournaments. We launched new servers and offices around the globe. We've become more influential in shaping the digital future than ever before. For all the scale, all the numbers. Even bigger about you, the creators. Because there is no Roblox without you. You're the architects, the innovators, the storytellers, and frankly, the reason I had to up my wardrobe game this year just to keep up. Speaking of, I want to give a big shout out to our fashion designer for designing this snazzy suit, down to the Roblox buttons. That's right. And digital fashion student Zeto Paco from the Bull actually made this suit and brought it to me yesterday. That is the power of collaboration. But you know what? The whole year and all the achievements. We're celebrating the people who made this possible. And let me tell you, there's a lot to celebrate. We heard your feedback. This year, we are not holding back. We're going to take our time and celebrate everyone and everything with 29 awards tonight. Settle in, get comfy, and let's take a victory lap. And with that, this show is officially underway. Here we go. All right, you know, we all love new things. Seriously, new things push what's possible. They can shape culture, even make history. Hey, here are the nominees for Best New Experience.
Best New Experience. Grow a Garden. Dandy's World. Forsaken. Steal a Brain Rot.
All right, everyone, we're underway. And our very first winner is Grow a Garden!
Thank you guys so much for nominating us for Best New Experience. When I first launched Grow a Garden, I had no clue it would just keep on growing, and so far it just hasn't really stopped. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's been amazing to see really the heights that we've gone to and the records we've broken, and it's just been a privilege to be a part of.
Yeah, seriously, guys, thank you so much. This came out of nowhere, essentially, and became the biggest thing on the platform, and it's been unreal to watch, and I'm super glad we could be a part of it.
All right, one more time. Congratulations to the entire Grow a Garden team and being named Best New Experience and winning our first award. But hey, for this next award, I'd like to bring out a community guru and game whisperer, the one and only, Mr. Chicken Rocket. Welcome to the show, Mr. Chicken Rocket. All right, it is great to have you here.
Thanks, Jay Party.
So, what's been going on, Mr. Chicken Rocket? Also, I could have sworn it was Chicken Robot.
Chicken Robot. Yeah, I get that one a lot, actually.
Okay.
It's been a crazy year helping some of our top creators with performance and optimization. You know, it's actually funny to be up here when everything's going so well, because usually when you see me, it's because something's not quite going right with the tech in your game. Well, not this time, though.
You know, Mr. Chicken Rocket, always bringing that tough love.
Yeah, it's what I do. I just see so much potential in people, Jay Party, like you.
You do?
I do.
Wow, awesome.
Which is why it was really disappointing when you sent me this earlier today. I think it speaks for itself.
I mean, it's just a prototype. Just wait till I add more sparklers.
Yes. Well, I'm going to have some notes. We'll talk about this later. But in the meantime, here are the nominees for the best use of tech.
Best Use of Tech. Rivals. Dead Rails. Grow a Garden. Find everything.
And the winner is Dead Rails.
Yeah!
What is up, everyone? It's Rico from Dead Rails. First off, thank you to all the players who supported us and voted for the game. You're the reason we keep going. And of course, a huge thank you to the dev team for making Dead Rails possible.
All right, all right.
So before we do the next award, please tell me a little bit more about this creation of yours, Jay Party.
Yes. This is a very special one. You see, I call this one, at any moment, the J Fiesta Casa House. It might be too good to even be here. You know, this morning I reached successfully a 60% crash rate. Here.
That explains a lot. You called it the Casa House, though. You know Casa means house, right?
Listen, all I know is it's time to give out another award. Let's get through.
This next category is a personal favorite of mine. These creators work incredibly hard to share great tools with the community that help streamline workflows and unlock endless creativity. Here are the nominees for Best Plugin.
Best Plugin. Brush Tool, Moon Animator 2, Meshbox, UGC Maker's Toolbox.
That's a lot of passion on that one.
It's good stuff. And
All right, thank you, thank you.
There we go. Much better. Having it while presenting this next award would have been embarrassing. Here are the nominees for Best Use of Audio and Voice.
Best Use of Audio and Voice. Pressure. Hell's Kitchen.
Way out.
Dragon Adventures. Clip It.
All right. I had a little tickle in my throat earlier, but the winner is Clip It!
Hello, I'm Jenya, also known as Scripton, founder of Neuro Studios and Clip It. We're thrilled to accept the award for Best Use of Audio. Music is at the core of Clip It. It's what transforms our platform into a space full of energy, creativity, and culture. Thank you to my team for weaving music so seamlessly into the experience, and to the artists and partners who helped bring these songs to life. Special thank you to Makeshift and the Roblox music team. This wouldn't have been possible without you. Thank you, everyone.
All right, all right. Congratulations again. You know, iconic audio has the power to stir up every type of emotion, but one sound in particular really brings me joy. Ooh. Oh yeah! How I've missed the classic oof. It's just one of so many incredible. Present the next award are two people who played a huge part in some of those biggest moments. So please give a big round of applause for the brand partnerships manager and writer for Dress to Impress, Umoye, and 3D modeler and builder for Dress to Impress, Hart. Welcome to the show! Thanks so much for joining me. So tell me, what's happening? What's up? What's the haps?
Some requests, and also our latest collaboration.
Wow! Look at that, some Lady Gaga fans out there right now. Now this seems like a big deal. So Hart, when you're collaborating with a collaborationist at Muye, who gets to decide the real important stuff, such as... I don't really like that one. What's the thing where everyone just does what I say?
Tyranny?
Ah, yes, that's how I like my lunch, tyrannical.
Should we present the next award now? Definitely. Here are the nominees for Best Collaboration.
Best Collaboration. NFL Christmas Day Game. Piggy X Megan 2.0. Clip It plus L'Oreal. NASCAR plus Driving Empire.
All right, everyone, we're going to try something a little different. In the spirit of collaboration, on the count of 3, I want all of you to yell out who the winner is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have no idea. You know what, boy, why don't you just handle this one?
It was a good idea in theory. The winner of Best Collaboration is NASCAR plus Driving Empire.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Singer, the founder and CEO of VoltX, the Roblox studio that owns Driving Empire. Thank you so much for recognizing us and our partners at NASCAR with the Best Collaboration Award. I'll now pass the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion, Ryan Blaney, to say a few words.
Thanks, Alex. Well, we're thrilled to have partnered with VoltX to bring some of NASCAR's most famous tracks to Driving Empire with their own unique twist. Seeing players experience the rush of racing, each one has been incredible. Thank you. There's many more to come. Appreciate it, everybody.
More. And then what happens?
You really can't deny the power of collaboration. It brings together different perspectives, elevating every detail. And when you're able to gets called for this next award, here are the nominees for Best Creative Direction.
Best Creative Direction. Dead Rails. Steal a Brain Rot. Grow a Garden. 99 Nights in the Forest.
And the winner is Steal a Brain Rot.
We'd like to start off by thanking Roblox for all of the amazing opportunities that you've provided us.
And most importantly, thank you to all the players who play and support the game. I appreciate you all, and we wouldn't be here without you.
And from all of us at Big Studios and the Steal a Brain Rot team, we appreciate the support. It's been a crazy ride, and this is truly a dream come true. Thank you so much.
All right, all right. You know, folks, creativity comes to life in so many different ways on this platform. From music, to environments, to character design, even performance and optimization. You're probably thinking, what about the art of self-expression, more commonly known as fashion? Well, just hold your horses, you silly gooses, and allow me to present the nominees for... What's that? No? I mean, what do you mean? Of course I'm presenting this. I'm out here. I mean, look at me. Oh, did I win? Is that... No, I didn't? Oh, that's fine. I mean, I don't even care. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's fine. Everyone, give a big round of applause. Creators of Dress to Impress superfans, Call Me Haley and Seek Me Vicky, and digital fashion designer, Builder Boy.
I have an idea.
What's that?
Since tonight is all about looking back, we should share.
Scandalous. Obvious. And cringiest.
Oh my God. Okay, everyone has off days, and honestly, it's not that bad. I'll go next.
Wow. Go, what the flip? Well, it's kind of sweet. Your turn, Samuel.
Where's the other one?
Oh yeah, I don't do cringe.
Funny, neither does anyone in this next category. Here are the nominees for Best Original UGC.
Best Original UGC. Cute Strawberry Makeup. Fluffy messy hair, black. Knitted arm warmers, very white. Distressed black hat, backwards.
And the winner is... Knitted arm warmers, very white.
All right, clearly they don't want me presenting anything, so you know what? Tending to my bee farm.
Should we?
Let's present the next award and then go check on him.
Here are the nominees for the best.
PC Creator. Diddy Game Dev. Love Spun. Who's Trade. Furious.
And the winner is...
Furious!
Hi everyone, I'm Yuri, known to many as Urius. I'm honored to be the winner of this year's Innovation Award for Best UGC Creator. Maybe I should make more limitless once again. I'd like to thank my partner for always having my back, my brand and business partners for helping me grow throughout these years, and of course for all the amazing things we've done together. And a big thank you to the community for voting for me. I'm so happy that so many of you guys like my items and that I got to be a part of so many unique ways of self-expression on this platform. Without all of you guys, I would not be sitting here right now. I'm gonna go and touch some grass. Cheers.
You know, collaboration is something we talk a lot about here at Roblox. It's not just people working together at the same studio or with brand partners, it's also those community members who get out there and share tips. The spirit of collaboration and willingness to help others is part of what makes this platform so great. And here are two of my favorite community members, producer and composer Evan Bear 1 and UGC creator and game designer Madison Hatter 2. Come on out! Welcome to the show, Thing 1 and Thing 2. Thank you for joining. So Madison, outside of creating UGC, you're also known for your tutorial videos for aspiring creators. What do you enjoy about sharing your expertise with everyone?
Well, before this, I was a radiology tech, and without the support and encouragement from the community, I wouldn't be where I am today, so I like to pay that back.
It's like you mentioned before, J Party. A lot of us got our start because people were willing to help. Back in the day, Breza gave me an opportunity merch for top creators and working with brands like Adidas and Sour Patch Kids. Thanks, Breza.
Oh, Breza. Special award. Shout out to Dad is winning this next award. Shall we?
I ask. Here are the nominees for Best Use of IP.
Best Use of IP. How to Train Your Dragon. SpongeBob Tower Defense. NFL Universe. Fenty Beauty Experience.
And the winner is SpongeBob Tower Defense.
Wow, thank you so much. It is a great honor to be a giant floating head here on the screen at the Roblox Innovation Awards. Firstly, I'd like to start off by thanking the incredible team at Paramount for believing in the idea that we brought to them, greenlighting it, and allowing us to create an experience we're truly proud of. Also, I'd like to talk to the Roblox staff. Thank you so much for building this amazing platform that empowers small studios like ours to create experiences larger than life. Also, and most importantly, I'd like to thank our staff at Wonderworks Studio. It is because of you guys that I am standing up here right now, and it is because of you guys that this experience. Thank you so much for coming in every single day, being passionate, motivated, and driven to create experiences that truly surpass everyone's expectations. And let me be the first from Wonderworks Studios to say thank you.
Now, feel completely invisible. Quickly for me. Thanks, that's great. Oh yeah, careful with that, it's a little generous, a little heavy. Refreshing. Sorry, I'll take that back, thank you. Oh, jeez. And advertising can also be dangerous. Careful of your head. Why don't you take...
Totally. It's no secret that collaborations between creators and brands open new doors for both. It's an opportunity to bring fans together like never before.
Things get really exciting is when those become true partnerships built around ambition to do something totally different.
Here are the nominees for Best Use of Immersive Marketing.
Best Use of Immersive Marketing. Megan 2.0. These Games. Elf Up. Chupa Chups Skate and Create.
And the winner is Elf Up!
Hi, I'm Emily Song, and I head up Immersive Marketing at Elf Cosmetics. Thank you so much for this award. To the Roblox players, thank you for playing with us. Watching you turn virtual success into real-world confidence, that's the kind of respawn that we live for. To the DevRel community, thank you for believing in our vision and co-pining with us at every level. I'll let you in on a little secret. The next update to Alpha is going to be even more epic. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the game.
All right, all right. You know, tonight, we've been looking back fondly on everything that's happened this past. In honor of our next category, I'd like to take a moment to share some of my favorite reactions to jump scares. Let's roll the film.
This is a little creepy, not gonna lie. What's that sound?
Be careful.
Ooh.
Bro, I don't like this. I don't like this. No, 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 no.
I was looking around. I was just looking around. Ah!
Where was that in the distance? Bro, what is happening?
Oh my gosh. What is this? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh! Oh! I'm done. Talking to y'all.
Wonderful. Such traumatizing memories. You know, let's celebrate some of those games responsible for giving all of us a few more nightmares. Here are the nominees for Best Horror Game.
Best Guts and Black Powder. Dandy's World. Forsaken. 99 Nights in the Forest.
Oh. There is... Sorry, hold on, actually. There we go. 99 Nights in the Forest!
We're the dev team of 99 Nights in the Forest. We're out in the forest. I've been told to stop shivering and moving because it's so freezing and it's been raining and it's just ultimately not very nice out here. But thanks very much for the Best Horror Award nomination. Thank you to the contractors. I want to shout out a couple people. I want to shout out Dying on Animations. I want to shout out Supernob123 for creating the owl and doing animations. And I want to just thank all the testers, Ninja Wolf, all those guys. Thanks very much for the award, guys. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing.
All right, congratulations, congratulations. 99 Nights in the Forest. Truly horrifying work, but in a good way. All right, folks, we're going from chills to thrills. Please welcome game producer from Dragon Adventures, Blasty, and the lead developer for Emergency Response, Liberty County, Shawnee G. Welcome to the show! Come on out, come on out! Oh, joining all of us here, it's a wonderful treat to have you. And like all great heroes, we've been on an epic journey this year. We were called to...
We tame dragons.
And save countless citizens from peril.
And most importantly of all, my brain was so rotted, no one even wanted to steal it.
And with that, here are the nominees for Best Adventure Game.
Best Adventure Experience. Expedition Antarctica. 99 Nights in the Forest. The Survival Game. Chain. 2-player obby.
And the winner is 99 Nights in the Forest.
Whoa! Back to back.
Hey guys, we're the dev team for 99 Nights in the Forest. Just want to say a massive thanks for the nomination for Best Adventure Game. Had heaps of fun making the game and working on it, doing other updates and things, and obviously had lots of inspiration this year.
Yes. Shout out to Rico Miller's Dead Rails. Was a big inspiration for us. We loved playing that game. And then shout out also to Unequipped Survival Week in the Woods. Amazing game, great forest atmosphere. Yeah, so thanks to those games and many other Roblox games. We love playing Roblox.
Yeah. Heaps of competition. And yeah, just really grateful for everyone for playing it. So thanks very much.
All right, all right, all right. Another win, congratulations, 99 Nights in the Forest. You know, folks, to build such a great adventure, you need a compelling narrative, immersive environments, strong mechanics, and of course, a hero. So please, welcome one of my heroes, world builder and art director at Sawhorse, the one and only Design Chief!
Wow, thank you, Jay Party.
Of course, of course.
Now here are the nominees for Best Cheese. Gouda, Cheddar, Brie.
I gotta stop you there. I'm getting a call, apparently. Award.
Oh, right, that's the after party, sorry. Here are the nominees for Best Party and Casual Game.
Best Party and Casual Experience. Rainbow Friends. Blade Ball. Neighbors. Dandy's World.
And the winner is Dandy's World!
All right!
Hello, it's me, Quell, the creator of Dandy's World. First off, this is such an honor. thank you to everyone who put a vote towards Dandy's World. Dandy's World really just started as my passion project, and seeing the community embrace it has been an incredibly rewarding experience. This award belongs to everyone who's played, supported, and the team helping to build Dandy's World every day. Thank you, Roblox, for this innovation award. There are loads of plans for Dandy's World, and we can't wait to show you all what's next.
All right, folks. Well, they don't call me J Party for anything. It's no J Casual night, so let's keep this party going and bring out our next presenter. You may know her as a streamer and content creator, but I know her as a butterfly bestie. It's Allie1263. Come on down, Allie! All right.
Wow, butterflies? Who knew you were such a big softie?
What? No, a softie? No, butterflies are ferocious hunters. They're an apex predator that swoops from high above, disorienting their prey with a piercing shriek.
That's a hawk.
I disagree to agree.
Wait, what? Never mind. Much like a hawk, the games in the next category demand focus for best obby and platformer.
Best obby and platformer experience. Regretivator. Pig 64. Slap Tower. Eternal Towers of Hell.
And the winner is Regretivator!
Holy guacamole! I want to say thank you and that I am honored that Regretivator was even nominated to accept this award. Regretivator has been in development for a long time and is still getting active updates to this day. So to be able to receive this is an honor that is out of this world. I want to say thank you to Roblox for hosting our experience. Thank you to everyone in the developer community for being a massive inspiration to the Axosun team. And most importantly, I want to say thank you to all the players in our community for playing Regretivator.
Wow. Thank you to the whole team at Regretivator for challenging us to never give up. That is until we lose too many... Rage quit your game. Anyway, tonight's about celebrating the wins. So I'd also like to take a minute along the way, because all of you unalived them. Please.
That was beautiful?
I know, almost as beautiful as this next segue. So Allie, you play a lot of murder mystery too.
I like the mix of strategy, trickery, and love surprises, so you have to stay on your toes if you want to survive.
Makes sense. What about the murder part of the game?
I really like working out who the murderer is.
I like the murder part.
Cool. Here are the nominees for Best Survival Game.
Best Survival Experience. Creatures of Scenaria. Forsaken. Dandy's World. Dead Rails.
And the winner is Forsaken!
Hey guys.
The other owner behind Forsaken.
We'd like to first thank our entire team, who've been nothing but supportive and have given us tons of help and guidance throughout the entirety of Forsaken's development.
We'd also like to thank our community for all the love and support we've gotten with the project so far, alongside Roblox for even giving us the opportunity and platform which allowed our team to be able to make their dreams come true.
We're incredibly grateful for this award, and we can't wait to show you all what we have planned in the future.
All right. Congratulations. All right, folks. Hope your hands aren't too tired yet, because we've got a lot of awards still to come. And our next presenter takes the survive out of survival. It's video star and director of the final summer, ROBLOX. ROBLOX, come on out.
Hi, Jay Party. It's great to be here.
It is great to have you here. Now, you direct feature-length movies in Bloxburg. How does one get into that?
I was a film student in high school and saw Roblox as a way to actually start making my ideas. That's what I like about games like Bloxburg. You can create entire worlds and characters that let you bring any story to life.
Yes. Like my screenplay about an award show host who does such an awesome job, he wins an award after 10 long years of sophisticated showmanship in witty comedy everyone loves.
Anything's possible. Which is why I'm excited to present the nominees for Best Roleplay and Avatar Simulator.
Best Roleplay and Avatar Sim Experience. Brookhaven. A Dusty Trip. Grow a Garden. Life Together RP.
And the winner is Brookhaven.
Thank you for recognizing Brookhaven with this award. A few shout-outs are in order today. First, to Wolfpack, the original creator of Brookhaven. Wolfpack's perseverance, principled approach, and creativity are the reasons why the game is so successful and winning this award today. Next, the Boldex team. You guys are amazing and have been working really hard this year to make Brookhaven an even better place for roleplay. Next, the Brookhaven community. Thank you so much for supporting the game and playing for the last 5+ years. Thank you, everyone.
All right, congratulations to the whole team and everyone involved. Now, Ro, do you mind if I call you Ro?
Of course.
Great. As a creator who makes movies in a digital world starring avatars controlled by real people, would you say we're in a simulation right now?
Let's see. A man named Jay Party driving around in a tuxedo podium, talking to people and named things like Mr. Chicken Rocket and Design Cheese while giving away awards to the most talented people on the planet. No way this is a simulation. But we are here to present the award for Best Simulation Experience. Here are the nominees.
Best Simulation Experience. Emergency Response, Liberty County. Grow a Garden. CNA Simulator. Dress to Impress.
And the winner is Grow a Garden.
Yo, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for voting us to win the Best Simulation Experience.
Although the gardens are just an online simulation, we want players to understand that you can in fact grow gardens outside. The Grow a Garden IRL update has already been out, and you should go play.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's been really cool seeing how many people got into gardening through the game. Even I ended up learning what half of these fruits were.
Great. All right. I know what you're all thinking. When is Jay Party going to announce the winner of Best Puzzle Game? Well, finding the perfect time to do that takes problem solving, logic, patience, creative thinking, a witty attitude, a game plan, a strategy, and above all else, a little magic. Voila! Whew. Here are the nominees for Best Puzzle Game.
Best Puzzle Experience. Teamwork Puzzles. Obby. Jigsaw Puzzles. Regretivator. Pig 64.
And the winner is Teamwork Puzzles Obby. All right, folks, we are 18 awards down, which means we have 11 more amazing things to celebrate. So, let's make some noise for, well, you! That's right! Yes, positive, self-impressive people, all of you. All right, that's enough of that, though. We're all professionals here. Come on, guys. onward and upward. And please welcome the creator of Ultimate Driving, 22 pilots, and the creator of Jailbreak, Bad CC. Thank you. Come on out. All right, you know, there's something I've been meaning to ask the two of you. You both made excellent drive cars and break the law. And both of your names are Alex. How do I the same person?
Come on, that would be impossible.
Same person.
Be thinking the same thing at the same time?
Wow, thanks for clearing that up.
Okay, here are the nominees for Best Racing Game.
Best Racing Experience. Drive World. Midnight Racing Tokyo. NASCAR plus Driving Empire. Vehicle Legends.
NASCAR Driving Empire.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Singer, the founder and CEO of BoldX, the studio that owns Driving Empire. Thank you for recognizing the NASCAR races in Driving Empire with the Best Racing Award. I'll now pass the 2021 NASCAR Cup Series champion, Kyle Larson, to say a few words.
Thanks, Alex. On behalf of everyone in NASCAR, we're proud to have brought the thrill of stock car racing to millions of Roblox players through Driving Empire. It's been incredible to see how fans have embraced this experience, and we're just getting started. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, look at me. I'm Jailbreak now. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Time to make my getaway.
What got into him?
Maybe being on this big stage was too much for him.
Does happen to even the most clutch performers. Just look at the pro athletes.
Smooth transition. Speaking of pro athletes, go Birds. Now, here are the nominees for Best Sports Game.
Best Sports Experience. Track and Field Infinite. Basketball Legends. Volleyball Legends. Basketball Zero.
And the winner is Basketball Zero.
You know, folks, sports, they're not just about having a good attitude and showing good sport. They're actually, and winning requires expertise in being able to think on your feet. For example, here are the nominees for Best
Strategy Experience. Dead Rails. Conquer the World. Forsaken. Expedition Antarctica.
And the game that out-strategized the rest is none other than Dead Rails!
Hey everyone, it's Rico from Dead Rails. I want to thank the dev team. You guys are awesome, and the game wouldn't be where it is without you guys. I also want to thank the players for supporting the game and voting for Dead Rails.
All right, congratulations to Dead Rails. Whew. You know, it's amazing to see members of the community who traveled here from far and wide. Our next presenters are two of my favorite Kiwis, the developer behind 99 Nights in the Forest, Cracky 4, and the founder of Splitting Point Studios, and none other than Jandel. Welcome to the show. First, I just want to say, Cracky, I love 99 Nights in the Forest. Very proud.
Thank you, Jay Paddy. That means a lot.
It is, it is. So, Jandel, as a professional maker of subpar games, would you say your parents are extremely or moderately disappointed in you?
moderately?
I'd have to agree. You want to see a shrink about that. Anyway, Greggy, the hits keep coming. We just got word that today you reached 10 million concurrents, which makes you the biggest Kiwi in both stature and by daily. Proud of you. Huge stuff. What are your thoughts on this?
I'd say we both made New Zealand proud. Why don't we present our next award? Here are the nominees for Best Action Game.
Best Action Experience. Deep Woken. Murderers versus Sheriffs Duels. Blocks Fruits. Flee the Facility.
And the winner is Blocks Fruits.
All right!
Yo, I'm Uza from Gamer Robot Studio. I just want to thank all of you for voting Blocks Fruits as this year's best action experience. Every year we strive to deliver on our commitment to the fans by bringing as much action-packed gameplay as possible into this RPG experience. On behalf of all the developers here at Gamer Robot, thank you for your endless support.
All right, congratulations again. All right, folks, looking back on this year, there were a lot of firsts, like servers in Brazil, and our very first live stream competition, The Hunt Mega Final. It started with 10 competitors, battling it out until there were only 2. And finally, there was only one winner. Or was there? That's right, it's back. It's the Hunt Mega Rematch. So make some noise for our top 2 finishers, Shafe and Dud. Come on out! Yes! Looking great, you two, but how are you feeling? It's good to see you again.
I'm feeling amazing. I'm so excited for this.
Yes! You don't even know what's in store. All right, folks. It's time for the ultimate rematch of a lifetime. But first, why don't you two get settled, and I'm going to explain the rules to everyone involved. You two are about to go head-to-head in the one and only Rivals. That's right. But this will be one match, sudden death, one life. And in the honor of Roby 100, you'll be using only sniper rifles. There will be a prize. And while it won't be $1 million, I couldn't afford it, I can assure you this is truly a 1 in a million prize. And you can't put a price on sentimental value. All right, how we doing?
Good.
We're ready. Cameras ready. All right, I think we've got some setup still. How's it looking? All right, folks, our match is underway. 3, 2, 1, let's go! This is it, folks, the ultimate rematch of a lifetime. We are back on the map made famous. Shots are underway. We're on the roof. Who's gonna take this? It's anyone's game here. One single bullet could decide it. The action is heating up. We've got some hits, but no one's down yet. Oh, we got another hit. Can't take much more of that. Who's gonna pull ahead here? Flying in the sky, flying high. All right, folks. Looks like someone's got the high ground here. That's a big advantage in the sniper rifle game. But who can get that shot off? They both know where each other are. That's it! Dud is out! Dud is out! Our once again, get on up here, you two. You just saw it live. It wasn't an accident. Dud, you played wonderfully. But this time, the remaining champion is none other than Shafe. Double victory. Gosh, what a game. That was exciting. You know what? I think we need something exciting to welcome it. And while you both fought bravely, for this grand prize, it should be presented by someone special. None other than the creator of Rivals himself, Nazni. Come on out here to present our very special prize. All right. Nazni, looking great, my friend. Here. What did you think of that?
It was honestly very intense. Like, I couldn't tell who was going to win.
Yeah, I could barely tell anything. It's just like my life, mostly a blur. Anyway, what do you have for our
This.
Yes, look at that. That is the true champion's belt. Shafe, get in there. I told you it was 1 in a million. It's beyond that. It's infinitesimal because guess what? We were only allowed to give it up for Shafe, Dud, and Nazni. right, that was awesome. All right, presenting the next award are two people who know a thing or two about epic battles. Hello to the UGC creator and 3D modeler for Deep Woken, S the King, and the animator for Deep Woken, Et the King. Come on to the show, the King Brothers! All right. I'll let you take it away.
Bro, that match was wild. Nah, for real, do you think you could be safe or dead? What type of question is that? Now for real one, what gameplay, responsible controls, and cool weapons? I definitely agree with that. And also accurate hits, fun maps, good thing for us. These games are all of that. Here are the nominees for Best Shooter.
Best Shooter Experience. Gunfight Arena. Rivals. Phantom Forces. Arsenal.
And the winner is Rivals!
Let's go! I mean, I'm very pleased to receive this award. Any further comments on it?
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting us. With Rivals, we set out to do something different with the FPS genre and put a lot of work into making it feel right. And honestly, we never expected it to blow up like this, so it's all thanks to you.
All right, congratulations to the Rivals team. Hey, well, I got you both here, actually. I got a quick favor to ask.
What's that?
Could you add some sort of rocket launcher or banana of doom to Deep Woken so that I can finally avenge my 17 consecutive permadeaths by someone with the handle, I'm the real J Party, please sit down?
That's oddly specific. Bro, Banana of Doom?
Yeah, you know, you're right, that's too gruesome. The rocket launcher will do.
We'll look into that.
Kind of feels like you're just saying that to me.
Yeah, no.
Great.
Here are the nominees for the Best RPG.
Best RPG Experience. Block Tales. World Zero. King Legacy. Dungeon Heroes.
And the winner is World Zero.
Heck yeah!
Hey everyone, this is Tyler, the project manager for World Zero. It means a lot to us to win Best RPG. Huge shout out to Twin Atlas, our amazing developers, and the community. You guys are the reason the game is what it is today. We are super excited for what's next. Thank you all so much, and here's to the future of World Zero and Twin Atlas.
Alrighty. Whew. Well, folks, that was our 24th award presented tonight. Call me crazy, but I think it's time to do another one. I'm putting in the water where y'all live, but the things you accomplished over the last year are nothing short of amazing. World record for number of concurrent players in any game at the start of this year was 15 million players. Now we have multiple Roblox games this year already smashing this record, with Roblox itself reaching 45 million just a couple of weeks ago. And with each new record set, we can't help but marvel at it, but never for long, because someone else comes along and breaks it. And sometimes it's the same person who keeps breaking their own record over and over. Like the winner of this year's most concurrent users. With 22.3 million concurrents, this award goes to, I think you might know the answer, Grow a Garden! All right, congratulations to the whole Grow a Garden team. That's been one heck of a ride we've all enjoyed being on. Our next presenter is one of my favorite people, IRL. Please, together and bring a huge, warm welcome to the head of the Roblox Influencer Program. It's Ali Miller!
J-Party, where are you?
Hey, can you hear me? You there?
Yeah, hey, there you are.
Yeah, I'm up here. What's going on down there? Thanks for joining me IRL.
Why are you calling in?
Oh, you know, I wanted to see what it's like to wield extreme power from a tiny screen. You know, like the folks you work with. Plus, I wanted to go through your purse back here.
Oh, well, that's just great.
Yeah, so what have you been up to lately? You doing anything cool?
I mean, doing the same as everyone else. Gardening.
Oh, gardening, that's so fun. Like gardening IRL or like grow a garden gardening?
Oh, like the actual gardening.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're actually been touching grass out there. I'm very proud of you. I was not expecting that. What are you growing exactly? Is this involved?
Yeah, keep looking in my tote bag.
Was this guy? This, you know what? I don't know about this one. Oh, my. This feels like I've seen it before somewhere. You know what? Why don't you just present this next award?
No problem. Just be careful with that.
Yeah, I'll take this.
Here are the nominees for Best Video Star.
Best Video Star. Waffle Trades.
Wait.
Oh, he gave $1 million! No, he gave $1 million! Oh my god! What?
Vin Dooley.
So you know Vindoli? Wait. Yeah, kinda. Do you know him? I am him in disguise. No! No way!
Leah Ash.
We get it! Wow. Okay, let's check it out now. I'm so happy.
And you.
We're so close, we're so close. Oh, my base is open! Bro, we got it! Go, let's go! We got a brain rock!
And the winner is Waffle Trades.
Yo, Waffle Trades. I was supposed to give this to you.
No way! I won! And I wrote a speech. Thank you so much for this Video Star of the Year award.
All right, my friends, we only have a few more awards left, and you won't want to miss these. So let's get another special guest. Helping me present this next award are two people who live by the motto, for the community, by the community. Welcome, the Associate Director of UGC at Twin Atlas, Evil Artist, and Events Manager at Geek Out, and the mind behind the Creator Awards, Unite. Welcome to the show, Evil Artist and Unite!
Here, for example, with the Creator Awards, I got to annoy you all online. And now this year, I get to annoy you on stage. But don't worry, I will be back on your screens later this year, because I love the community.
There's really nothing else like it. Everyone is open, supportive, and genuinely wants each other to succeed. And that's what this next award is all about. Here are the nominees for this year's People's Choice Award.
People's Choice. Dandy's World. Grow a Garden. Forsaken. Rivals.
And the winner is... Grow a Garden.
Thank you so much for the People's Choice Award. Community is definitely one of our strongest aspects, and this is just another example of what we can do when we all come together.
Yeah, I can't believe it, guys. It's so awesome. I low-key think this is the best award to win, so thank you so much.
Seriously, 22 million players at once, and now People's Choice? Unreal. The support's been next level, and it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, you know, they almost had me tearing up, which would have been a disaster, because I'm only allowed to cry in my dressing room before the show. It's in my contract. But who knows? Maybe this next award will bring all of you. The community is incredibly tight-knit. That's even more true within each studio. The best ones, they push each other to keep getting better. Because it's not just enough to have a team of incredibly talented people. It takes having a culture where everyone is working towards while also looking out for each other. That's when you're able to truly stand out and make a monster hit. So here are the best studio.
Voldex. Splitting Point. Nosny Games. Twin Atlas.
All right, folks. The winner is none other than Splitting Point!
Hey guys, it's me, Jandal. So yeah, we've won Studio of the Year twice in a row. It's pretty crazy. I think it's kind of a testament to what we've built at Splitting Point. It's just a company full of extremely talented individuals that work really, really hard. In fact, a lot of people at the company are way more talented than me, which is the best thing ever. So yeah, I just want to thank all the team at Splitting Point. I also want to thank my wife. She's a big part of our success too. She makes me coffee every morning, which is great. I also want to thank Roblox. I think there's a lot of unsung heroes at Roblox. For example, the infrastructure team. Just to think 2 years ago, 1 year ago, supporting millions of players on the website with games like Steal a Brain Rot, 99 Nights in the Forest, or Grow a Garden would have been impossible. So there's actually a lot of people that have worked really, really hard this year to enable that. So yeah, they're a big part of our success as well. I also want to thank the community for continuing to support us. I felt like I've always had great friends and support from all of the developer community on Roblox, and I've learned a lot. So yeah, thank you guys.
All right. Congratulations to the entire Splitting Point Studios team. That's a double Best Studio winner. So hey, incredible. Well, folks, what can I say? We're down to our award. And with that, our final presenter. So I hope those hands aren't too sore yet, because we're going to make some noise for the one, the only. Let's get him back up here. David Baszucki, come on up. All right.
Hey, party.
Dave, good to have you on the show.
Woo. I almost feel before we do this, let's give it up for Jay Party, okay?
For me? I don't know. You guys are the heroes. This is just a fun time.
This has been one of the most amazing award presentations ever, Jay Party. We're very thankful for all you do.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay, so once again, an amazing year, an amazing quality, so much incredible creativity, so much new stuff on Roblox, so much hard work, and we're so proud of all of you. There's literally 15 to 20 plus experiences that we could have picked for the Builderman Award of Excellence. The award is going to go to an experience that we're very proud of. It's become a cultural phenomena, and it resonates very deeply in my family. Grow a garden. Thank you.
Right. Incredible, incredible stuff. Well, folks, we've seen a lot. We've had a lot of awards. We've had a lot to do, and it's been a wonderful show. Thanks to the whole Grow a Garden team. You guys had a nice sweeping win. There was a ton of awards to give out tonight. But guess what, folks? That's it. That's another Roblox Innovation Awards in the history books. We did a lot. We celebrated everything. But I think there's one particular award we still need to give, and that's the Best Audience Award. All of you! Yes! What a show, and I will say, it is incredible. We have a packed full house here. The energy has been out of control. I love our little pockets of the dev world. You see where the fans are. Next year, we're gonna do an in-house award for the loudest audience cheer. But you know what, folks? This has been something. And to all of you who did get this, there's an award in each of your inventories, so now it is official. You truly are the Best Audience Award for everyone here. If you're watching at home, that's right, you really did, you got it. If you're watching at home, you can claim your Best Audience Award at the Innovation Awards Voting Hub for the next 7 days. So thank you everyone for being here tonight, and all of you watching at home. I'm getting emotional just thinking about this past year and how far we've all come. Normally I'd do some sort of big song and dance, but you guys are a hard act to follow. Or did I get a second wind? This might be the end. But first, I'd like to thank a couple folks. Without them, we couldn't have made this show happen. I want to thank everyone here, but Graham, Patrick, Allie, Jason, Brooke, G, Sam, Erica, Sue, Adrian, Karin, Rush, the man with the cards, Mackie, Molly, Nathan Dean. Of course, I want to thank Nicole. There is no RDC without Nicole. We all know this. And to the folks that make this show possible, the entire Effin' Tech team, Jamie, our stage manager, and Glenn, the ASM, Jenzy, the woman on the screen, the sound crew, the video crew, especially our lawyers who allowed us to be here. We want to thank our moms. You know, I'd like to thank my wife for letting me out of the house for a couple nights. I'd like to thank all of you the most. Really, each and every one of you. Let's do it. One more round of applause for everyone here. Everyone celebrating the energy It's been incredible. We always like to say it, but truly, RDC is a wonderful experience. I hope everyone here had an incredible time. It's been a fantastic weekend. It's been a fantastic show, but guess what? I think it's time to wrap. And while the show may be over, the night is still young. The legendary BSLICK is here to kick things off with a virtual live set in The Block on Roblox. So I want to thank you all. Stay safe out there. Have a good night. And don't forget to always keep a log. Great, I'm getting a special alert. We've got one more acceptance video to get in here. So let's do this. Roll one more time, a very special acceptance to the Builderman Award of Excellence.
Hey guys, winning the Builderman's Award of Excellence is honestly the coolest award we could have gotten. I remember seeing one of my old games in Builderman's badges years ago, and having him publicly recognize us now means so much.
Yeah, it's such an honor for the other David, the better of the two, to officially recognize us, and it's absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Builderman, for giving us this award. None of us would be here without you, so I just want to say a massive thank you for creating Roblox and creating such a great environment for us to just continue to develop on.
Now, where was I before Jandel had to throw me off my trail once again? Just kidding. All right, folks. I want to thank you again for being here. It's been a wonderful show. We've got one last surprise. I want to remind you all to have a safe and good night. As we always need to remember, keep a log on the fire. That's right. Bring it on out, the mystical fire that will keep us safe through the night. Incredible. With effects like these, we can't be stopped. All right, folks, that's it. We're going to say goodbye to the live stream folks. It's been a wonderful show. Thanks for everyone at home who enjoyed it, who tuned in, and will give us all their feedback on next year. Have a good night.
you enjoy BSLICK called Let Go, featuring Christina Rotondo. This next one is by Piano Vampire, and it's called Sinful Snake. Lastly is a song by Cayudex called Crystallized. Here is a song by Ugly Burger Zero called Monday Theme, featured in the game 3008. next track is by Geolite called Endless Flame and also featuring her own vocals from the game Dragon Adventures. This song is by Morrow called Outlaw Chase and is featured in Dead Rails. This next song is by BSLICK and it's called Mushtown from the game Vesteria. Now we have The Friends We Made Along the Way by the RB Battles team, DJ Monopoly, Sabrina Bright, and Russo.
Top 30 to get that champion's hood. Battle's over, but now Creek can get some decent sleep tonight. This is the song Judges? We tried to rig this final battle. We hope you don't hold any grudges. So many awesome devs and YouTubers participated. Special thanks to all of them, even those who got eliminated. So we hope you had some fun and enjoyed this final fight. The battle's over, but now we can get some decent sleep tonight. This is the song that plays when you finish the game and makes you happy about the friends we made along.
This track is by Blasty, called Magmatic Minds and featured in Flood Escape 2. Last but not least is a track by Pearson Harbut called Wax and from the game Bee Swarm Simulator. Thanks everybody for coming and checking out all of our music. We hope you had a good time.